What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I don't have my beanie on, nor do I have my sweater on, because today is hot and I was actually sweating. So anyways, I was supposed to take today off to clean all of my brother's engine components, suspension components is laid out all over the garage. But my neighbor came up to me yesterday to ask me if I could help him with his car, and I was heading to O'Reilly's to put an order in to get mounts for tomorrow, while also picking up the rest of the gaskets and also fluids. But it turns out they had all the motor mounts in stock. So I was like, you know what? The day kind of wind down a little bit. It's a little bit chillier. It's a little bit breezier. Why not take advantage of it since I have all the motor mounts to work on my neighbor's Nissan Altima? He wanted me to do it on Saturday, which was a few days from now, but I told him, I said, the parts shows up in one day if you order it. So I was supposed to order it today. It was supposed to come in tomorrow. Turns out they had everything in stock. I figured I'd just knock it out now so I can get that out of the way and continue back here on my brother's engine. So I picked up, like I said, all the fluids and everything, all the gaskets for my brother's engine. And I think I'm gonna end up ordering a clutch disc because his clutch is actually good. It's just a disc. I don't know how I feel about that noise in the plate of the clutch, so I'm probably going to order an Exetti like OE disc just to use with the pressure plate and the current flywheel. And I picked up a bunch of degreaser and stuff, so I'm trying to knock the motor mounts out of the way so I can spend a little bit of time today to clean some of the components for my brother. I'm not going to talk you guys' ears off, man. I'm probably not going to record too much over there. I might move the car up to my driveway. I'm not sure because half the car is going to stick off the driveway, but I'm just going to get right to it. Let's go swap all those motor mounts. So I'm just gonna move my neighbor's car up right here because I pushed the wagon up. It's much convenient for me to walk in and out of my garage right here opposed to walking down the hill that way. Oh my God, the seat's so far back. He told me this goes somewhere. Okay, step on brakes. Oh my goodness, the engine vibrates crazy in here. I can feel it all the way to the back. Holy cow. All right, well, I'm not trying to get it too hot, so let's go ahead and move it onto my driveway. Brakes are super sensitive. He also said that the serpentine belt, he said that it connects to the alternator, squeals, but I don't hear anything, so not entirely sure what he's talking about. But we're gonna look at, oh my God, this engine vibrates crazy. And mind you, when I checked this out yesterday, the bushing is completely torn off on the passenger side. Like literally it's not even connected at all. I'm just gonna show you guys one, and then we're gonna get right into work. Look at this mount right here. Gone, like not even connected at all. For the record, somebody tried to take this out before and it's like stripped. So this is a 5, right? I can take this one out. This one is destroyed and it just spins. But anyways, I'm gonna start on the passenger side. This one has a strut mount and a frame mount, and then we're going to reuse the same bracket. But I got to take this off so I can get to these bolts underneath. Look how shot this thing is. Not even connected. This frame mount doesn't look too bad, but it is super cracked all around. You guys can't see it underneath. It's all cracked. Power Torque B9444, 2009 Nissan Altima, 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. Here it is. Big difference. This one right here, C9809. This is the frame rail mount. This giant one right here. Cut away from yourself, not toward yourself. Man, this thing looks nice. All right, let's go ahead and reverse the process. Passenger side, all done. Ugh. Part number for trans mount A9465, also Power Torque. This one has a little more height on it. I'm thinking that this is so worn down that the bushing became soft, right? And it's kind of sunk in a little bit. This is nice and sturdy, nice and firm. Hopefully this is going to solve that engine rocking issue. But man, look at this. Pissing. All right, let's get this put back in. Driver side, done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this all back together, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and knock out that rear because I don't know how to get to it. I don't know what's all is in the way. So I'm gonna need all the time to figure this out so we can get it done before the sun goes down. So I have the rear mount taken out like 10 minutes ago, and just taking a little break in my chair, but the rear mount doesn't look bad at all, which is kind of my assumptions when I looked at it yesterday from the engine, you know, between the firewall looking straight down. It didn't seem like it was bad. It's not torn up or anything, you know, but this probably is a factory mount. I don't know if this probably would go out later, so because we're changing everything new, we may as well change it as well too. So part number for this guy right here is PT289446. Hopefully I didn't read the other one, but yeah, you can see the picture right there. So this is the rear mount. They do sell it with the bracket if you want to switch out the bracket as well too, but I opt to buy it without the bracket. It's a little cheaper, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put this back in. Pretty straightforward. It's only 3 bolts. Motor mount installed. All right, so moment of truth. Yesterday when I checked out the car, when he turned it on, it was shaking so bad under the hood with those old motor mounts. Like you can visually see it without even revving up the engine. Right off the bat, I don't feel that crazy engine rocking, but I don't know if he has some sort of misfire because it has that you guys know what I'm talking about. So visually I should be able to see the engine not rock. Holy shit, something's going on with his engine. It is rocking so bad. Whatever this is doing, I think that's what's tearing up this motor mount, because you can see this one's taking the most vibration. I don't know the last time he did a maintenance on this thing, but might need some spark plugs in case he's not firing a cylinder or something. I'm gonna take this thing around the block, but I can't reach the pedal, and his mechanism is messed up, so I can't scoot the seat forward. He said it shakes so bad that he can't drive it. Right now he has a current loaner's car, and I can see what he's talking about. The engine vibrates just sitting here idling. I can feel it. I can feel it in my butt. Okay, yeah, something's wrong with his engine. I mean, I don't know if that's the, I don't know if that's a check engine light. It's like an exclamation point or something, and then it says service engine soon. I can't read the digital dash. I don't know if there's a check engine light or whatever, but it really does sound like a misfire. So I think I don't even need to drive it around the block because I can feel it. Let me see if I have an OBD2 scanner for this car and see if I can scan it to see if there's an actual check engine code. So we have a code P0303 for cylinder 3 misfire, right? Simple diag 4321. I'm gonna take off 4 and you can hear the engine change, right? I'm gonna go to 2, engine change, number 1, engine change, number 3, no change. So what I'm going to do now to determine between either spark plug or coil pack, I'm going to go ahead and turn the car off, and I'm going to switch 3 and 4 and see if the coil pack works over here. So I'm just going to switch the 2 around. No oil, pretty clean. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it up. I'm gonna go ahead and pop off number 3 to see if the engine makes any changes. And it does, it misfires. And then coil pack number 3 is on 4. If I take this off and it doesn't change, it's the coil pack that's bad. Bad coil pack. I also forgot to mention that the owner of this car is actually on vacation for 20 days. He left yesterday. And what I'm actually gonna do right now is I'm going to park the car back up on his driveway, and I did text him, you know, everything that I've done today, told him about the check engine light, what's the fix for it. And I think I'm just gonna take this opportunity to head to the junkyard tomorrow and see if I can find some coil packs. This generation Ultima is 07 to 2012, and there's a lot of them in my yard. I'm sure I'll find one that will work. And a single brand new coil pack is 50 bucks. And if you buy the 4 combo, obviously you can add that up. But a single coil pack from the junkyard is, it's 14 bucks. So for right now, what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to park it over there, and instead of cleaning the engine today, because we're already losing the daylight over there, I'm actually going to do something else with my brother's car. So let's move this thing. What I want to do right now is I want to sand down this fender, and I want to wrap it, only because I have extra wrap from the second company that I used to do the trunk and the roof of my car. And the reason why I want to do it is because the second company, Tiny Bot Vinyls, this is a lighter color, you can see, and I'm thinking that this is going to be pretty close to the Superior Blue. I mean, aside from the fact that this is old paint versus new vinyl, I just want to wrap it for fun. I mean, why not? It'll kind of blend it at least. This fender was a spare from my Cappuccino Brown Wagon. I did a single cam turbo on that I did a build flip, and this was swapped out because some lady at the first intersection of my block didn't stop at the first turn, and she ran over my brother's front bumper fender up to the pillar. You can see it's all smushed in, and I did plastic weld the front bumper. You can see all that right there cracked, and I made it all work again. Put another headlight on it. Fortunate that the hood didn't get bent too bad, but this is not the original hood to this car either, because years before this was in a front end collision. So I had repaired the frame, hood, and all that once before already, second accident, and I only had a spare brown fender. So I'm gonna wrap this blue just for S and giggles. Let's go ahead and sand this thing nice and smooth and then get to wrapping. All right, guys, got my kit out, my little razor blade. I got the leftover tiny bot vinyls. I have a good amount of it, but I'm not going to use all of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and measure out the size here. I mean, I'm going to use a pretty good amount of sheet, but then again, I don't have any use for this anyways. So where's my magnets though? Peel this top layer. Go ahead and cut this off. Damn, that is much darker than this. But then again, this thing is so faded, there is no clear coat on here. But to the door, noticeable. But I mean, a light fender to a light car opposed to a dark brown fender to a light car, I'll take this over the brown any day. So wrap is done. Took me like 30 minutes to do it. Not the best job. I undercut it over here, but I mean fully covered. The fender alignment is not the greatest between the hood and the door, so it's kind of hard to wrap it around, but we got it wrapped around. We got a slight little wrinkle right there. This is folded all the way to the back, so we have a nice edge. Bottom here, I didn't fully sand all the way, so you can kind of see the lip, the edge of the old brown paint underneath, but I mean, who's really gonna look down there? The front over here, we got it all nicely wrapped underneath the jam, so when you look over, you don't see the white. And the fender, I didn't actually go all the way to the bolts. I literally just went about halfway and left it there, so it's still white underneath, but you can see it's nice and uniform all the way across to the top. And that'll do. That'll do. I hope when I pressure wash this engine bay, it doesn't peel it off, but I'm probably gonna put some blue tape on it just to hold it down while we clean the bay, probably tomorrow. So we're gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. Today was supposed to be an off day where I was supposed to clean all of my brother's engine components, but it turns out O'Reilly's had all the motor mounts in stock, so we ended up working on my neighbor's Altima. And tomorrow I'm probably gonna head to the junkyard, find some coil packs, maybe some extra one as well too, and hopefully get his check engine light to go away so it can stop violently shake and he can drive his car again. Ended the night with wrapping my brother's fender. From this angle where I'm standing, it looks really good. But then when you look at the rest of the car, it's like, I wish the rest of the car looked just as good. But this car is an off-road vehicle anyways. It doesn't have to be pretty, but I do much prefer to have that blue fender of somewhat of the same shade than the dark brown cappuccino that was on it before. If you guys been on the channel for a while, you guys probably remember when I rebuilt the cylinder head on my mom's Dodge Caravan, the car that I take to the junkyard all the time. You guys did enjoy that video. A lot of you guys are here for the Honda stuff, and I wasn't sure if I was going to record all that, but I figured, you know what, some content of something out of the norm here on the driveway, why not? So with that being said, man, if you guys enjoyed this video a little bit, be sure to leave a thumbs up, and if you guys want to stick around for the junkyard video next for you guys, tomorrow for me, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.